concept. So this by taking this opportunity, thanks to APCGC to make us to deliver the concept of orientation with respect to manufacturing for today. And I'm just quickly introducing Mr. Aditya Dubey. He is our speaker today. He is having vast experience of more than 12 years on dedicated design and development and digital manufacturing and production, where he has a vast experience even with respect to the service and sales perspective of different solutions in the industry what requires on purely for manufacturing. So over to you, Mr. Aditya. It is like hope everyone will enjoy the session for today's.
Thank you, Lakshmi. Thank you for the nice introduction. So, good morning, everyone, and welcome to the this session. Hope you have enjoyed all this 2 days on this design and simulation. So today I'm going to cover this manufacturing domain, digital manufacturing domain using 3D Experience platform. So before starting, I would like to introduce myself. Already Lakshmi had introduced. So myself, Aditya, I am working in EDS technology from since 2 years, and I am here in Gurgaon location, and I'm covering in this all north and east customer with respect to consulting this digital manufacturing, PLM solution, additive manufacturing solution, and all those things. And I have lots of experience in multiple domain like manufacturing domain, automotive, design and development, and all. I have started my career from this manufacturing, then I moved to this design, then I came to this EDS for service and support, and now I am consulting with customer with this multiple solution like digital manufacturing, all this thing. So this is some small introduction about me. So I'm just going to start this. So yeah, so topic I will cover today. This I will I will give you a brief introduction about this digital manufacturing through our presentation, and then I will move to this complete workflow. Means what from the beginning of this your digital manufacturing, how this digital manufacturing can begin, and how the workflow is going to this industry in this industry. So I have video for this full demo, and then end of this I will show you this how you can create means in this tool 3D experience platform. So I will show you this some example I have. Basically I will show you some process planning is example, robotics, and some factory flow simulation. I will just show you the outline for this how you can create and all those things you can simulate with respect to this ergonomics. Now in the last I will show this customer reference. So what are Indian customer we have with respect to Delmia they are using. Then I will show you what kind of solution they are using, and all those things I will show, and then I will open for this question and answer session. So just go coming to this next slide. First we understand what is the Delmia. So Delmia is the digital interface lean manufacturing interactive application. So if I say what is the mean of what is the goal of the Delmia to give the solution to the manufacturer for large OEM to the small tier 1 and tier 2 company. So basically it is virtually define and planning your production process and your assembly process, and all those process virtually we can define prior to release the production in the real production domain. Okay, so basically it is early identify your design problem in the design phase. So for this point of view we are using Delmia. So Delmia is the vast means this is not for only digital manufacturing. We have multiple layer like digital manufacturing, manufacturing operation management, and optimization. All those things we have in this Delmia. So if you can see the capabilities of Delmia means we are layering in this three divided in three layer. The first layer is planning, which is we call digital manufacturing, and this is the today's topic we are going to cover. because it is integrated with this 3D experience platform. So in the planning, you can see the process planning means if I want to produce any product, so how the product going to be produced. So we need some process to produce that product. Then ergonomics, this other discipline for this planning domain, like how the worker will perform the task in the for assembly tasks, any how you can design your automotive interior design and all those things. Then robotics, so robotics, how you can do the programming for material handling, for drilling, riveting, and all those things, discipline for welding. So this is covered in this robotics. And then the next discipline is the fabrication, like CNC machining, lathe machining, milling machining, all those things will cover in this planning session. So the first layer you can see this is virtual, means this is not related to real production. So we are evaluating this our process prior to the production. So that's why we call this is a digital manufacturing planning. Then once we have done this plan, our after releasing this from the product from the R&D, then it goes to this execution. Like execution, you can see multiple, like manufacturing execution system, manufacturing operation management. So this second layer, if you can see, this is called Delmia Appriso. So this is the some advanced level of industries are using, because basically it is not cover for the academia perspectives. So I just want to give you insight what has happened. So because if you can see in the many industry, we have this common department like production, quality, warehouse, and maintenance, and labor department. So basically the Appriso will capture the real time of monitoring all those department, and it is bring on this one platform. Okay, so all the department is integrated with together integrated, and giving this real time optimization, all those things. Then coming to the third layer, the optimization, scheduling. This is related to your production scheduling, how my production means order going to be scheduled. So this third discipline is called Delmia Autumn. So again, it is related to advanced Delmia operations. Widely, it is used in automotive and all those supply chain where multiple plant are there. So they are using. So basically, it is for this planning and optimization. If you listen of the ERP, SAP, so this some kind of thing is the autumns. So basically, our focus is today is for planning, for digital manufacturing only. Okay, I just want to give this a highlight of this execution and optimization. So coming to the next slide, manufacturing, this word, this innovation, design everywhere, production everywhere, early design validation, and all those things, it is a very common word in this the manufacturing engineering, and all the industry need, means all the manufacturing industry need the innovation, means they want to innovate their product with respect to optimize their process, how they can optimize their process, how can reduce their cycle time, how can they can uh, uh, introduce their product in early to the other competitors, and how they can collaborate with the design to the manufacturing, and the lean manufacturing. If you see the term of lean is the means of this waste, reduce the waste of production, means material, and to produce good quality of the product, and how we can validate our design early in the prior to the release and the production. So basically this is how we can cover. So the right answer is the best answer. This for covering all those topics, we have to go for the digital manufacturing. So the help of the digital manufacturing, we can do launch our product prior to the given the timeline, all those things. We can optimize our production process and all those things, because if you can see in the large OEM like Airbus and Boeing, all those companies are using this digital manufacturing not only for this 3D experience platform, all those things. They are using Aprizo, they are using Atoms, and all those things they are integrated together. Coming to the next slide, if I speak, what is the Delmia? So simply, Delmia is the two words like planning and simulation. So when it's come to the planning, so what is the mean of the planning? Planning, we can plan our operation. Operation means for any assembly operation. If you want to do any engine assembly, so how the assembly going to the work, and what kind of worker will work, and what resource we need. Resource, that means what machine we need, what worker we need, what material we need. So we can plan before going to the production, and what is the time required, means how much time will require to do the any particular assembly. Then we can also sequence the assembly process. We can monitor whether my assembly process is correct, whether it is not correct, is there any clash between two component and all those things. So if you can see the right side, right window, you can see this is the Gantt chart. So this is the total assembly, and we are making the process, and this is the Gantt chart, and this is the sequence, means how my assembly going to the sequence. So this is my first station, then it goes to the second, and all those things. So such kind of iteration we can monitor in the 3D world, and also we can give the instruction to this worker, means how they can do this job, and what is the safety precaution, all those things. Because if you can see in traditional way, the instruction and all those things they are giving on this paper. So we are reducing this paper, and this is a paperless production. So all those things we can plan. And when it's come to the simulation, so what is the mean of simulation? Means we can do our validation of our assembly, and how this assembly going to assemble and disassemble. We can check the clashes, means any clashes, interference and tolerance. And somebody, I think, please mute someone else. Okay, thank you. Okay, and also we can do the ergonomics validation with respect to, because how a man and machine can work together, and what will be impact to this production process. So all those things we can do. And also we can do the material flow simulation, means how my material can simulate, and all those things we can simulate in the virtual plan. So if you can see this, yeah, this slide. So this is the example, means what is the need of this digital manufacturing. So the manufacturer need to know what should I produce, and how I can produce this. So you can see this is the example of this some product. So this is the single product, because only one product is designed in R&D, and then manufacturing will have to produce as per the customer demand. So the manufacturers should know how and where I should produce, and how I can optimize. So you can see this right one, red one. So this is the bottleneck coming in this production, in the real production. So how I can optimize. So because of this bottleneck, all the operation has been stopped. So how can optimize this production process and all those things? So the simply answer, you have to go for the digital manufacturing, because if this prior to validation, because in digital manufacturing we are validating the processes before going to the production. So we can eliminate and this bottleneck, all those things. So just I want to highlight this slide why this digital manufacturing is required. So coming to the next slide. So this slide, I just want to show you uh, imaging the world of without the digital manufacturing. So you can see, yeah. So without digital manufacturing means this is the traditional way of this manufacturing. And I'm not saying all the companies of all the manufacturing company has been implemented this digital manufacturing, because this process is traditional processes mostly using in this industries, some small company and all those things they are using. So just understand what kind of processes in traditional way they are using without digital manufacturing. So this is the production product design. So any product will introduce in the market, the production, the product designer will start the design. Then DFA specialists like design for assembly and design for manufacturing, they will validate whether their design is okay or not as per their this manufacturing process or not. Then the next process, this design should move to this manufacturing planning department. So the way how they are going to communicate this design. So in the traditional way, they are sending the 3D screenshot, Excel in Excel, all those things in paper, all those things. So this communication is not digital connected. So imagine one design has been finalized and moved to this manufacturing planning. Then manufacturing planner has started the process planning for that, and then he will release this process planning to the shop floor, and shop floor worker has start doing as per their process plan. But sudden that production, the designer has uh, change anything, and that uh, uh, changes doesn't reflect on this manufacturing planning, and my product has been uh, uh, produced without this changing required. So again, they they are going to this change management, all those things. And because all those, you can see the confusion and creating what kind of design is finalized, and how I can produce and what is the final design. So there is a lot of confusion for manufacturing planner and all those things, and lot of rejection is happening in today words, those who are using this traditional way of manufacturing. Means those who are not using this not using this digital manufacturing. Because all the department, if you can see, the product design department, manufacturing planning department, and shop floor department is working silos. So very laborious connection between engineering, planning, and all those things. So if we can see the product design and manufacturing planning department, there is huge gap. So the gap will fill like virtual manufacturing. So coming to the next, if you can see this manufacturing process with digital manufacturing. So you can see the all department is interlinked with together. So the small changes, any small changes will done in this engineering BOM, then it will be reflect to the manufacturing and process plan. Automatic they will this reflect, and all the planning will be changed as per the changing for the R&D. So first we understand the engineering BOM and manufacturing BOM. So engineering BOM is the BOM, the designer is design the any product. So all the information which is required for the designing the product, it is called engineering BOM, which is responsible for the R&D team. And when it is goes to this manufacturing department, then it is called MBOM. So MBOM is this collection of the bill of material with all kind of resources which is required to produce that product. It is called manufacturing BOM. So in this digital manufacturing way, the engineering BOM and manufacturing BOM is connected together. So if there is any small changes, then it will be auto update in this manufacturing BOM. And then once it has been updated in the manufacturing BOM, then it goes to the process plan, whatever the manufacturing planner has planning their all those things. So, and what kind of resources they allowed for doing the tasks. So I will show you in this flow how this all this flow going to be happen. So first we have to understand what is the digital manufacturing. So this slide I just would like to show you, because you have to understand what is the mean of digital manufacturing, and what is the mean of without digital manufacturing the manufacturing was using. So coming to the next slide, this is the flow of this virtual build flow, manufacturing build flow. So once my EBOM has been released from the R&D department, then my this first process, MBOM management, will start. So my first process is MBOM, manufacturing BOM management. Here I will convert EBOM to MBOM. Okay, then after creating this MBOM, I will go for the process plan, means how my product going to be built, and what are the resources required, how many station is required to produce the product. Then once my production process plan has been completed, then it goes to the 3D validation. 3D validation, here we are doing assembly validation, whether my assembly is okay or not, sequence are okay or not, process are okay or not. Then after validation, this assembly process, then it goes to work instruction. Work instruction means how this assembly going to be assembled, means the instruction to the operator, not only for the product. We can give the instruction for the machine, how they can operate the machine. So benefit for this, because in the traditional way, you can see they are doing the instruction in Excel sheet, in the paperwork and all those things, which is very not this is very miscommunication. So here in the work instruction, we can give this all the technical document, what kind of precaution they need to follow for doing the task, all those things. So we can do in this 3D experience platform itself. Then it goes to the factory layout, means after validation all those things, how this where my production process will start building. So I can validate my virtually my whole factory layout with respect to each station, with respect to the worker, and I can allot as many as work, and I can optimize the workload balancing. Means suppose they are in the factory, they are using 10 worker, and the 10 worker is not utilized more. Um, some worker has more load, some worker has not load. So all the workload balancing we can validate in this 3D experience platform. Once the workload balancing has done, when they can release this virtual program to the real, and then their process has follow as per the virtual manufacturing build flow. So just the next discipline, process planning. So first I want to highlight the process planning. So because process planning is the heart of the manufacturing, because if you can see from large component, if we want to manufacture aerospace, aeroplane, helicopter, all those things, and as per as small component like needle. So for any product which we want to produce, first we need to make the any process. So without processes, any we cannot produce any kind of product. So the means of production, what is the process planning? In the process planning, in the 3D experience platform, we can design, we can validate our, and we can optimize our production process. Also we can document our production process in this platform. So what is the value we can derive the customer, because this topic, if you can see, we are gathering the data from the customer, as per their experience, those who are using the 3D experience platform. So main topics, the value. If suppose any new product has come and that is related to the old, means some part is using in the old reference, so they can reuse the data without doing the replanning, all those things. And also this engineering bomb, it is connected to the engineering, right? Engineering, you can say the design department, it is connected to the manufacturing department, it is connected to the production department. So all are connected to each other. So if minor changes has happened, then all changes will reflect in each department. So, and auto updation, if designer had update on the engineering bomb, then it can be updated on the manufacturing bomb. Also, the main value, we can collaborate all this information in this single source of truth. Okay, means all the actor, all the stakeholder like manufacturing, planning, all those things will work in this one platform. So what kind of business process uh, covered in this process planning? So in process planning, we can process whole assembly process. We can, means how my assembly going to be assembled, and what kind of process we need to follow. And also we can process of flow simulation, means whole factory simulation we can plan, we can process in virtual, and we can give the instruction to the worker, and we can plan the layout planning. If you can see the left picture, so this is the all assembly process we can validate in this 3D experience platform. So what is need of the production process planning? So what the main challenge, because generally any kind of product which we need to produce, there should be a timeline to produce, and manufacturer have very limited time to produce their product, and they have multiple bottleneck like rework and quality. They need to produce the quality of product and all those things. So to use this process planning in the virtual process planning, uh, they can reduce their rework, because how they can reduce the rework? For early validation, early validation in the design phase. So they can eliminate this rework and all those things, so they can reduce their time and they can produce the product in the given timeline. The what kind of benefit the customer we are getting? So this highlight this we are gathering this survey from the customer, and we are getting this some point for the customer. So what benefit they can get from the production process planning? So they can reduce planning manpower time. So manpower timing and all those things, planning, they can, because they can validate in prior to the production. So they can reduce the time. And the main topic, their rework has been minimized, because due to the rework and rejection, a lot of cost is wasting, and they can eliminate this time, and they can introduce their product in market as per given the time. So these are the main benefit for the production process planning for using the Delmia. Then if we can see the left window, so left image, so this is my final engine assembly, right? So this is the M bomb, and this the step means this is a sub assembly. So for producing this total assembly, we need to sequence all those assembly and all those. So this will be this will be produced in one station, this will be produced in another station, and all those things we can virtually validate in the 3D. Because early in the V5, Delmia V5, there is no visualization in the 3D, only they can visualize the process in the 2D. Okay, so here we can validate, and we can also assign, means sorry, also we can move the operation, any operation from here to here. And if you can see the workload balancing here, the right picture. So we have 4 stations, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. So if you can see, the first station has some work load, and the second station have less load. So we can just drag and drop the load, and we can optimize this workload balancing in the 3D Experience platform. So we can, here you can see the system is giving total time, what is the time required to assemble this product, and 40 second, 20 second, all those things we can optimize. And we can optimize the cycle time also, and how many resources required to do this task also we can validate before releasing to the production. So you can imagine, if you can we can do this prior to the production, how much time we can save. So this is the main benefit for the production planning in this lecture method. I think someone please mute. Yeah, thank you. So here I have small video for this. So this is for M-bomb conversion. So this is the first phase of this design for releasing the design. And so here they are sequencing the operation, means how this. So if you can see, I will stop this pointer here. Actually, my cursor is not working. Sorry. Okay. So in this video, if you can see, after creating this M-bomb, so this is the process plan. Means this tile you can see, this sequence. This is the first station 1. This is for station 2, and this is for station 3. So how my first this will be assembled, then it will go to this station. Then this is my final assembly. So I will show in the 3D in the software in the last. So likewise, we can link this all the station together, and we can validate our program, our operation, whether it is okay or not. So what benefit for the virtual manufacturing planning? Uh, we can identify and resolve any kind of problem which can be occur in the real time of production. So all those things we can validate, and also we can generate the document for the software instruction for doing the task and all those things. And we can reuse the data, means because this is the engine assembly, and you should know, because all the manufacturing who are manufacturing the engine, they are not changing whole engine, they are just changing the any small company and all those things. So we can reuse the data, and also we can save the process planning time. For this only change this component which is reflecting for new design. Then the next, for assembly simulation. So in assembly simulation, what we are doing, we are validating our sequence, assembly sequence in the 3D. Means how my suppose we have to produce any engine, so how my engine going to be assembled. So is there any clash is required coming, is there any interference between two, is my any product is missing, and is there any kind of problem which can be stop the production during this real-time production. So all those things we can validate. If you can see the right picture here, this is a Gantt chart. Gantt chart means it is showing the cycle time for this production, this for assembly this this engine assembly. So all those things we can validate. Also, we can optimize the cycle time. Means we can give the manufacturer, this is the best sequence, this is the best process you need to follow to optimize the cycle time, because we can virtually validate the cycle time, optimize cycle time with use of many iteration for this sequencing. So the virtual who are using the virtual manufacturing, what they're they are doing many iteration, like they can try with multiple process plan and all those things, and the best process which they can reduce the cycle time and all those things they are releasing to the production, and the production department are using the same which is given by the manufacturing virtual manufacturing planner. So the benefit for the assembly simulation, we can detect the problem in early design phase, and we can validate is there any clash and all those things. So this can be we can do in this 3D experience platform itself. So I have a small video for this. Just watch what kind of simulation. I am pausing the video. I will explain. Audio I have paused. So here you can see this is the pump assembly. So we are creating the track, means how this pump assembly going to be assembled. And the right side you can see at the time of the simulating, this Gantt chart will be displayed. So my first operation, remove support equipment, then remove housing, remove belt, all those things I have created. So just watch, and you can see this cycle time also reflecting. And this way this pump assembly going to be disassembled, then it goes to be assembled. So this track we can create. So this is the assembly sequence, means this is the processes how this pump going to be assembled, and is there any clash and all those things required. So it will be see here we need to tight this screw with the Allen key, and also we can validate. So here you can see, sorry. So here you can see at the time of the tightening this screw, this Allen key is interfacing with this part. Okay. So such type of mistake we can validate prior to the production department. And also we have here option to stop the clash, means at the time of simulating this assembly, if there is any clash, the system will be stopped, and it will be show the notification that we need to modify this kind of mistakes. So such kind of mistake we can early identify and give the instruction to operator that do not move the Allen key in the 90-degree, all those things. So this is for example, such kind of validation we can identify in this early in this design phase. Coming to the next, work instruction designer. So what kind of instruction we can give after doing this my assembly validation? My next process is how this going to be assembled. So my product should assemble by the worker, either by machine and all those things, any robots, all those things. So if they are any worker is using for this assembly, so we can give the instruction, means you should we can instruction for this assembly, you should remove the washer, you should wear the gloves between, means anything we can give the instruction in the 3D. Because in the traditional way, if you can see this kind of instruction are doing in the paper, and there is no clarity, there is no communication. So all those instruction in this available in this 3D experience platform, and based on the customer experience, all those things they are giving to the customer, the instruction to the operator. Not only for this assemble this product, we can give this instruction for the machine operating, means how they can operate the machine. Suppose how someone has new for this industries, and uh, the supervisor has given task to operate the CNC machine, then one more person will train. So this such kind of activity we can reduce, because all those instruction, all those things for operating the machine, all those things we can give in this 3D experience platform, and the worker can easily access and they can operate easily without training to other person. So I have small this video for the instruction, work instruction. So earlier we have seen this assembly processes for this pump. So here we can give the instruction to the worker, and same he will follow. Not only for this, as I said earlier, this is not only for this assembly process, all the instruction we can give in this itself 3D experience platform to operate the machine. The next is the time study analysis. So this is the most widely used in this industrial engineering department for study the time uh, for any kind of assembly, for beginning to the end of the assembly, how much time is required by the worker, by the machine, and means total time they are calculating. So basically, if traditional way, I can say they are using manual method just for experience. Okay, but some software and some data card having, like you can see, most data card, standard data card, MTM data card. So all the data card has their own limitation to calculate the total time, total time. So in this 3D experience Delmia, we have this capabilities. We have integrate all the data card, and we can calculate the cycle time as per the industry standard. So what benefit we can get? We can reduce the manual time, and also we can uh, optimize the cycle time. Means we can optimize whether this worker is taking too much time to tighten this screw, too much time to handling this screw, this part from here to there. So multiple iteration we can do and optimize the processes, and we can reduce the cycle time, because the goal of the manufacturing is for uh, reduce the cycle time and improve the process plan, and all those things we can do and improve the quality of the product without compromise any kind of processes. So this in the time study analysis, you can see this this is the 3D experience platform, and this is the subsystem like data card. Suppose one company is using most standard. So this in the below you can see pick the part, means the worker will pick the part, move the floor, insert the floor to the vehicle, then he will screw the bolt, the support on the floor, and tightening it, all those things. It is calculating, and it will be give your accurate time. Means from beginning pick the part to tight the screw, he is taking 36.72 seconds. So such kind of precision they can this software can give, because it is not possible for the manual, because in the manual time study they cannot calculate accurate. So this software can give, and most of companies are using this, all those things. The next we have virtual factory. So virtual factory, what is the mean of the virtual factory? Suppose first one OEM having one plant in Hyderabad, then he want to produce their plant in another plant in Hyderabad also to produce same, not same product, to produce another product, but they want to use their existing plant. So how they can design the plant and all those things. So that can we can design in this 3D experience platform based on their existing platform. So, and we can and the question will come, what is a digital twin? Digital twin is nothing but the duplicate of your resources. Resources can be machine, can be worker, can be robot, and all those things. So we are making the digital twin in this 3D experience platform, and calculating this layout and all those things. So here we have I have one video. So such kind of design we can do in this 3D experience platform. And in this 3D experience platform, we have plant layout. In the plant layout, from the 2D data, 2D layout, we can design, we can design the whole plant, and all the resources like robot, conveyor, pallet, and all those things is available in this 3D experience platform. We don't need to make, and you can also import and optimize, edit as per your requirement. So basically it is using when the company is opening their new plant and they want to validate the plant virtually, whether the space is okay or not, whether my machine will occupy the space or not, how much machine I need to plan, how much worker I need to plan. So all those things validating virtually. So such kind of requirement if come, they are using this kind of solution. So I have a small video for this plant layout. So here I have this 2D, then we are importing the resources as per the given layout. So all the resources you can see, this is available in this 3D experience platform. So robot and all those things. So just importing and placing as per the given outline. And also you can see this can place, and if want they can edit the parameter as per requirement. So by following this process, they're designing the whole plant, and to calculate the space, whether how much machine they can install, how much station they can produce, and what kind of product they can produce, how and how they can increase the efficiency for the all those things they can validate. So if you can see this such kind of design we can do in this 3D experience platform by using the plant layout. And also after layouting this plant, we have footprint for this simulating the complete workflow from this beginning to the dispatch the product. So I can simulate, means I can simulate the machine chart, machine utilization. So in the right picture you can see this is a green one, like the machine utilization is 50-50, and this is the idle phase. So and here you can see the robot utilization is less and waiting time is more. So such kind of study we can do, and we can improve this, industries can improve the processes by using the factory flow simulation. So the challenges, what challenges is required, as I earlier said, that if someone some company want to introduce new plant, so they want to change the some local any small changes, but for small changes what will be effect for the whole system, it is very impossible. It is very it is not possible to cover all those things. So that thing we are covering in this factory flow simulation, and we are validating, the customer are validating all those things, whether space is okay or not, and whether this plant is how much station we can produce, and all those things they are validating in virtually. So here I have one video, so you can see this is the complete plant layout, and this is not complete. This is a one station where the machine can be produced from here to here, and this is the worker who are working in this assembly. So here you can see we are simulating this complete flow with respect to the worker. Means he's the worker is moving and picking the part here and placing the here, then it goes to the next station. So all those study we can validate. And here you can see the system is giving the notification, means utilization of the system. The yellow one you can see, this is the waiting time. So you can see the waiting time is more than the working time. Working time is a green one. So such kind of simulation we can validate for this particular any kind of assembly, and because it is for only one line, so we can simulate whole processes. So what benefit we can get? The main benefit, the total throughput analysis. Throughput analysis means in one shift how much product we can produce. Okay, and we can identify any bottleneck. If there is any problem occur in this station, and due to the problem the next station is not working, so we can identify in design phase only. Suppose we are not identify in the design phase and we are release to the production, then it is very hurdle to optimize the process. Also we can calculate the KPI, that means key performance indicator for the worker, for the machine, for all those things, and we can import and all those things and give this report to the management. That and also we can calculate is there any failure for the machine, what is the reason for the failure. So such kind of study we can validate in this factory flow simulation. And also we can predict, means unacceptable events, because in the manufacturing, suppose some tool is breaking, some machine is broken, so those kind of study we can validate in this platform virtually. Next discipline is ergonomics for the Dalmia. So ergonomics is nothing but for doing the validating the tasks. Worker is working with respect to machine. So how the position of this worker, what should be posture for good for the worker at the time of the working. So for business process, for this you can see if worker is doing the assembly operation, so what kind of posture he need to follow for this health point of view, and for any work related injury point of view, and for basically for automotive interior design, it is mostly used for this kind of solution, because in this 3D experience platform we have population, means we have existing mannequin for female, male, with respect to multiple country like American, French, Germany, and India. Because in the past version Dalmia V5 there is no Indian population, but in this 3D experience platform this has been implemented. We can validate the task with respect to Indian population for this ergonomics point of view. So basically it is using for related to the worker, means how the worker can do the task, and what should be right posture to doing the task. So all those things we can do, and multiple analysis we can do, like ruler analysis, carry analysis, lift lower analysis, all those analysis. The mean of this why, means suppose this worker, how much load he can sustain, okay, for particular time of period, and what kind of load, how much load he can carry with particular distance, all those things we can validate. And why it is required, because if you can see the ergonomics point of view, basically it is using by OEM. Mostly it is using by OEM like Maruti, Hero, Ashok, Leyland, all those OEM having this solution, ergonomics solution they have, and they are uh, widely used this solution for not only producing the product, they are they are taking the safety of this worker, means how my worker is will saved with respect to this good quality of the product. So that's why they are using this solution. And also they can they want to understand how the equipment and operator work together, and what kind of impact for coming with the worker. And also the fatigue level analysis using RULA standard. RULA, the mean of the rapid upper limb analysis. So in this RULA analysis, we are calculating this upper limb of the assessment for this worker, for such kind of posture, okay or not. So I will show you how, if time is permit, then I will show how you can do the analysis in this RULA. So here I have one video here. So you can see this mannequin. This mannequin is starting and picking the part and placing the part, and this is the Gantt chart, the cycle time, what time he has taken to pick the part from moving from here to there. And then he will pick this CPU. And here you can see we have this analysis. We have this lift lower analysis. So one lift in every 20. So the system will show you this, how much weight the sustainable for this such kind of mannequin. Okay, so here you can see 4 kg load is okay for this mannequin. If beyond the 4 kg it is not okay, so it is not related to their safety and all those things. And also we can validate the workplace, means how my workplace will design with respect to each worker, because all the worker is not same in height. So you can see fifth percentile is a shorted person, it is okay for men, and fifth percentile for women, it is not okay, such kind of height. So such kind of study they can do, and they can adjust this height as per the average worker. And also at the time of doing assembly, you can see, we can validate in such kind of posture which area is visible to the worker, and which area he can visible, and how they can uh, do the assembly, and all those things study can validate in this ergonomics point of view. So this is the 3D experience platform. And here the complete plant layout we have built, and we can validate this whole time taken, and we can also validate the picking the part. This part is okay or not for such kind of mannequin, such kind of worker, and for their safety and all those things we can validate. And also, is there any problem occur, then we can identify before releasing the production. So coming to this RULA analysis, I just want to highlight RULA analysis. RULA analysis, basically you can see this is a mannequin, and he's doing this assembly processes. Okay, assembly processes. So you can see this spline is the orange one, means this posture, such kind of weight is not okay for such kind of mannequin. So here you can see the RULA analysis, basically it is giving the score from 1 to 7. So you can see in this 0 kg load is there, and final score is 5. So the message has given investigate further and change soon. We need to change soon the posture. And again, if I increasing the load, so final score will be 7. So the system is saying this such kind of position is not good for as per the RULA analysis. We need to change the posture, either the load of this product. So such kind of analysis we can validate. early in this production in the virtual. Then coming to this next, robotics. The robotics domain is the very widely used in the industries right now. For the Indian, for the any those who are using this robotic simulation, all those things, they have this solution, robotics. So this is the very important topics for manufacturing industries. So in the robotics, what is the means what kind of business process we can means what kind of activity we are supporting in the Delmia. So in this activity, suppose some company has to do spot welding, to do validate drilling, riveting, arc welding. So you can see we are supporting spot welding. We can do the material handling. We can do the painting, any kind of painting like car painting and all those things. So all the program we can generate by using the robot, and we can do the program, offline program also, without stopping this industrial robot. Means in the Delmia we have more than 1,000 robot with multiple OEM like Fanuc, Kuka, ABB, all those things we have integrated, and we can um, program that we can import in the platform, and we can program on the robot, and we can transfer that program to the actual robot. Okay. And the challenges, the main challenges, what kind of challenges if you can see, this is the main challenge we are gathering from the customer, multiple customer, because we have lots of customer for the robotics. So the main challenge is robot placement and reachability study. So this is a very big challenge for any, because if I making any program, so how my robot can reach there. So if I physically if I use this then it will taking lots of time. So we are validating in this software also for placement, robot placement and reachability study. Then second, weld gun validation. So weld gun validation and synchronization between different robot is very challenging, because for validating the weld gun and all those things, we need to validate, because it is very too much taking time if you are doing the actual robot. So we are validating in this virtual build. And offline programming. Offline programming means suppose one robot is working in this industries, because robot is working 24/7. If new product has come and we have to program new we have to make the new program in the robot, but without stopping, how it is possible? So it is possible when we are using this Delmios 3D experience platform, and we are using same robot. We have this robot catalog in this thing, and we can plan, we can program, and then later we can validate to the actual robot. So what benefit the customer can get for this robotics? They can reduce the time for weld-gun validation, because in the actual robot, if you are going to the do the weld-gun validation, it will be take more than 2 days. And in this virtual build, we can validate within a day, and we can validate and we can transfer to this program to this actual robot. Also, we have this kinematic definition. If someone want to make their own robot, so we have this option in this Delmia. They can make their own robot as per their requirement. So this facility having, and also we can simulate the work cell as per the our customer our work cell as per the industry required. So here you can see this is one example I have. So here this robot should have one task with arc welding. So in the left you can see we have created lots of program here, arc welding tasks, and we are virtually validating whether this program is okay, and is there any clashes, is there is a robot is clashing to the machine, and all those things we can validate. Is my weld gun is reaching over the product? So all those things we are validating virtually. Suppose if you are not doing the virtual, so it is very difficult to validate in the real world. Means it will be take too much time and will not accurate. So this is benefit what we can get. We can resolve the problem in early design phase, and we can make the program without stopping the actual robot, and all those things we can have. We have benefit in this robotics. Then now we have covered all the discipline for this digital manufacturing flow. Okay, now this is the flow, digital manufacturing flow. If you can see my screen, this the total flow. So the first one you can see, this is the engineering DMU access, means this turbofan assembly has been designed and has been released by the R&D team. Then next, it will be moved to this manufacturing BOM. Manufacturing BOM means manufacturing bill of material. Now, from this manufacturing BOM, my digital manufacturing process flow is started. So I am just playing this video and I will explain. Already I have explained over, but it will be give you more clarification how this will work. So the first, my product has been built in this CATIA, 3D Experience CATIA. So this is the E-BOM, engineering BOM, and here we can attach the documents, means what kind of means process and all those things we need to follow. So, and also we can check this last modification date, which part is modified. Then it moved to the M-BOM. Here you can see this is the turbofan E-BOM, and we are making this M-BOM by using manufacturing item definition Delmia. Now we are assigning the part to the each session, and we are here you can see this which part is assigned or not, and you can see. So this way we can make this M-BOM from the E-BOM, and here it's assigning the part, this assembly, because this is the multiple sequence we need to follow for to complete this turbofan assembly. Then after creating this manufacturing BOM, it goes to the Delmia process planning. If you can see my cursor, Delmia process planning app. So here we are making this process plan. So the outer line you can see the turbofan assembly we have created, and someone please mute, multiple station we need to follow. So in this station, this product will build, then it goes to this assembly, then this is my final assembly. So this is the sequence we can make in the process plan. Okay, and multiple operation we need to create. So you can see simply drag and drop. By drag and drop, we can create a multiple operation by loading, by any kind of machining required we can do. So this is my complete process plan has been built. So this is my complete assembly, and this first station, then is second station, third station. This is my final assembly. Now I can validate. Now I can validate this. This assembly means how much time is taken, and we can view on this in the 3D also whether any part is missing, any sequence we need to change. So we need to validate. So just see, you can see first it will come on this station, and this is building here. Then it goes from this and all those things, and here also reflecting this all those things. After creating this process plan, then how uh, we can produce the product, means how what are the resources required. So we need to plan for this plant layout, means where my product should build. So just I'm forwarding this. So based on my existing plant layout, if we are introducing new product, we are layouting this, and after layouting we are assigning the part to each. Here you can see we are inserted all the main, all the assembly line, first assembly, second assembly, and now we are assigning the task to the worker. So we can see this first assembly, second assembly, and also this Gantt chart. You can resource utilization Gantt chart is there, and time chart, all those things will cover. And you can see the main thing here. You can see this worker 9.1. He has loaded from this task, and if you can see this worker, he has less tasks. So just I will drag and drop, and we can balance the resources. So just drag and drop, and we can balance the operation, and we have balances equal task to the product. After allotting the task, my next process is assembly validation, whether my assembly is okay or not. So we are just creating the assembly sequence, this turbofan assembly sequence, whether how this assembly going to be assembled, whether my track is okay, is there any clash is coming, is there any part is coming we need to change or not. So all those things, please mute someone. So we can see we are validating the whole assembly with respect to this each station. Now the next flow, as I said earlier, the work section. So align the shaft and all those things we can insert the picture also, use the glove. And the next we have robotics. So with respect to the man and robot, we can validate. So here you can see the man is working here, and this robot, all those things is picking this whole assembly and moving through this conveyor. So you can see such kind of validation means whole plant validation. We can validate in 3DEXPERIENCE platform itself. Now you can see this such kind of validation means here some welding operation is going to be happen, and with respect to the resources and all those things we can validate. And here with this assembly with respect to this man and this crane. So all kind of validation we can validate. We can evaluate this time, means how much time is taken by human, how much time is taken by this machine, this crane. Is there any changes is required in the plant? And with respect to this AGV, then it's came to this or cobotics. Here is the main, you can see this is the position, means this worker will move here from this and pick the part. So you can see this is the rule analysis. This is the analysis we have done. This posture is okay for this man, okay, and the green one is okay. If there is any red, so we need to the position for the worker. So such kind of study we are analysis in this ergonomics point of view. So you can see this is green, so such kind of posture is okay, and we can approve this such kind of posture for this human. Ergonomics for rule analysis. And the last, we can see, we can simulate the total factory flow. So the total factory flow simulation. So you can see at the time of simulating, we have multiple work session, 1, 2, 3, 4, and we can validate whether my work session is going. Here you can see this. This is the green one, means here operation is going on, and the yellow one, it is waiting for this next station. So once it's moved to this station, then now it is idle time. This is working, and now it is no task is available. So once my assembly operation is completed from here and moved from this station, here you can see this wait for the output, and this station is waiting. So such kind of simulation and analysis we can do virtually before releasing to the production. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 station to complete this assembly. So you can see this task is complete and move to here, then goes to the work session 3, then this, and here you can see this work session has produced 5 number of parts, and all those things we can calculate. And also if a customer want to validate was HMD, so he can validate through this and to feel the real time of this simulation. So such kind of scenario means we can create in this 3D experience platform. So I think you must understand what is the flow with respect to the digital manufacturing. So coming to the next, the complete solution, Delmia. If you see, the Delmia is a very vast solution. We have only covered this much, this digital manufacturing. And if you can see this is the related to the Delmia Apprizo. If you remember, I have explained in the beginning. So Delmia Apprizo nothing but for manufacturing operation management, and this is for the optimization, which is for scheduling and optimization, which is covered by Delmia Autumns and Delmia Quantic. So we have seen only this because it is related to the 3D experience platform, and this is for some very vast solution. Basically, it is using by the OEM also, big OEM like Hero, Maruti, and Boeing, Airbus. So this solution, this complete solution is not using by the supplier, small supplier, because it is very high in prices and all those things. So just want to highlight the what kind of benefit with the digital manufacturing. So you can see we can integrate our product design with the manufacturing process, because in the traditional way all the departments are working silos, and we can reduce the cost development. Means we can, because for validation of all those things, the company of using for prototype, so we can eliminate this prototype. So multiple companies are using prototype for the for worker also. So now we can validate in this 3D experience platform and all those things. And we can also optimize our process plan, we can optimize cycle time, we can improve our quality. So lot of benefit here I have gathered, and this is this benefit we are gathering from our customer. We are getting the feedback from the customer, what kind of benefit you are getting from the digital manufacturing, and they are giving some input for us, the such kind of benefit we are getting from this digital manufacturing. So coming to this customer references, so because we have lot of customer, I have just highlighted few here, main customer uh, uh, who are using the Delmia. So if you talk about this Ashok Leyland is using 3D experience platform, Delmia process planning, Delmia robotics, and Force Motor. Force Motor is using process planning, process planning and robotics they are using. And Mercedes-Benz also they are using process planning and uh, this robotics. Hero MotoCorp is using Delmia ergonomics also they are using, and Tech Mahindra they are using process planning and assembly validation. They are using process planning, assembly validation, and they are using robotics also. They have ergonomics also. EDAG is for robotic simulation. They are only using robotic. Eton is the big OEM. It is using robotic simulation. EVZ also using robotics. Core Automation is using robotics. Tooltech is using robotics, robotics and process planning, and Tower Automotive OLCI. This is the small supplier, tier one supplier, and they are also using robotics. So if you can see the multiple this in this, so most of the company are using robotics. So robotics is very important subject with respect to Delmia, and for the process planning also we have this. And for ergonomics point of view, ergonomics is mostly using for this OEM also, because for ergonomics point of view there are some lots of solution available. So I don't know about whether they are using this solution, but for robotics it is widely used, this kind of solution in the industry right now, and very much using by this all this means company I have highlighted here. So thank you. This is from just from my side from this. If you want to see on this 3D experience platform, then I can open, and or we can open for the question and answer.
Yeah, thank you, Aditya. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Excellent session and great insights which you have given as per the industry requirements. And one more point I would like to add here is nowadays in India, maybe if you see the customers, whatever represented by Mr. Aditya Dubey, is all our Indian customers who are using the Delmia solution. It can be robotics or ergonomics or process planning, but there are very limited resources in the market to address these type of solutions, where we urge all the students to take that into the consideration, because it can be a the future readiness as per the industry needs which are required, as I mentioned, as per the Make in India concept as well. Even the lot of anthropometric data, all types of research institutes are looking for to develop in Indian anthropometric data as per the ARAI conditions. So please take that as a priority, and it is open for all the questions. We can take it and clarify it as per your whatever the thought you have. It doesn't mean that you have to ask the perfect question. All the questions are perfect, which until unless we don't know. So get it clarified in this forum. You can raise the hand, maybe we can unmute you, or you can put in the chat box. And also please don't forget to fill the feedback. That is the only the present marking will be done if you fill the feedback form.
Also, you can raise your question and feedback also. We can connect later, no problem.
Yeah. Any questions, please? Or any professors can ask the questions so that it will be easy for the student to make it better interactive.
Hello.
Yes, ma'am.
Hello, good afternoon.
Yeah, your voice is breaking. I know.
Sir, Radha Devi.
Hello, ma'am. Tell me.
The layout, sir, is given, no 2D layout that we need to prepare earlier.
Yeah, generally that layout will be coming from either from civil through AutoCAD, or even we can prepare the 2D layout within the because generally for every construction there will be a plan. So that plan should be just to be imported here and start working on the 2D layout, where we will convert that into the 3D factory as per the libraries which are already available in this Delmia. It can be robots, it can be even machineries or NC machines, or even the regular accessories. All the accessories are available in the library, or if you have any CAD model, you can create your own library and import it. The reason which the digitalization of the factory requires is you might be heard of a digital twin or virtual twin. So before
Yes.
going to the actual real factory simulation, everyone is looking for making a virtual validation, because even the reachability of any resource, or it can be a walkthrough of the resource in the factory for all the safety norms. So these are all conditions should be validated prior virtually. And even wherever the CEO or chief executing officer sits in the entire world, he can validate and take the immediate data. And the digital twin really helps for the plant heads. If any sudden machine failure has come, immediately he will get a notification and take the necessary actions. So that is how these all virtual simulations have play a key role in the present scenarios.
And
Hope I
also, I want to add, apart from the 2D layout, if some company is using by scanning, so they are scanning their whole plant, and then they import and convert to this layout and all those things.
Okay, sir. So one more question.
yes.
Only single component or any 2, 3 model of the same company, we need to do the assembly. Can we process it, sir? Because idle times were more, we are able to see. Then how to cope up with the efficiency point of view, the machine utilization point of view, how to have the improvement.
For sorry, I am not
Not
getting your
able to
question.
hear, sir.
Yes,
You
yes,
you have shown the sequence of operations what to be done. Yes, sir.
yes.
And you have seen the workload also.
Okay,
Some machines there is no workload. Yes,
okay.
sir. So only one single component you have shown the simulation. We can add on 2, 3 components also, no?
Yes, yes. You can add as per the requirement. You can add.
So for effective utilization of the machines.
Yes, 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 yes. Because I have shown only one. Because I have shown only assembly process. So once there was 4 station there. So
Yes.
for first station, the assembly will complete. Then it goes to second station. So until this second and third will be idle. So you can assign, but the limitation is that operation should complete. So we can assign as much as component we can assign, no problem.
So that line balancing also should be there.
Line balancing also we can do, means by using this drag and drop I have shown. This
Yes,
suppose one line is having no operation, then we can just drag and drop. We can balance the line virtually.
And
And
to
also it has been reflect it is auto reflect to this Gantt chart, the sequences.
okay.
And to add one more point, ma'am, whenever if you see the process planning, generally every organization is following through Excel.
Yes.
So
Yes,
that
yes.
Excel again, to validate further, it will be very difficult process for them, because all the manufacturers, all the manufacturing stakeholders who are available in the particular component to get it out as an output, that is very difficult to track for them. And even manufacturers nowadays are requesting that we need to visualize the complete product in 3D instead of giving as a 2D drafting. So that is
Yes.
where this model based manufacturing approach has come up. So the starting from process planning, they should visualize the component in 3D only, so that complete lines, whatever the stations it is following up for the assembly, they will visualize virtually in the 3D. and they will give the time as an input, which station is taking how much time with respect to the assembly. Then carry forward the Gantt chart will help the manufacturer to place the order of the sequence of the manufacturing by themselves. They can understand where exactly the gap with respect to the resource utilization and the machine utilization. And further, even further solutions like Dilmia, Autumns, and Epriso will help this particular digital workflow of planning to make a best production planning and scheduling of the manufacturing processes, so that they can link one to one. And once they change any particular process plan, it will try to impact the entire production planning and scheduling as well. So that is where the outreach has come as a digitalization factor. Even if you see the 3D work instructions, the main motto is to avoid the paper. So the paperless factory is the motto of Make in India concept. So these are all things are coming up, and a lot of discussions are happening with the multiple customers in India as well. Hello. Yes, somebody has raised the hand. Mr. Kedar, maybe Aditya, can you unmute Mr. Kedar?
Yes, sir, I got. Good afternoon, sir.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, sir. Please.
Sir, am I audible?
Yeah, you are audible.
So I would like to know something about saving the thing. So just like if you create something in CATIA, we are able to save it in the cloud, right? In 3D Experience platform.
Correct.
So can we save the same thing? Save the same thing even after completing the simulation, the results, etc. Also, please give some clarity about it.
Yes, yes. There are two things here. If 3D Experience licenses, whatever you are using is on-premise or on-cloud. If it is an on-cloud, an application consists of design, analysis, and manufacturing in a single application of 3D Experience platform. So whatever you do in CATIA, once it goes to the simulation and once it goes to the process planning, and if you modify anything in design, automatically the analysis results automatically can be updated, and the process planning workflow what we defined, the model will be automatically get updated. And all the files whatever we are working inside the 3D Experience, I don't want to differentiate CATIA, Simula, and Dilmia. Inside the 3D Experience, whatever your work, it can be on CATIA or it can be on Simula or on Dilmia. If your license is on cloud, the storage will be on cloud only.
Okay, sir. Further, suppose you create something, some component, and you store it in the cloud, and I use that, and I modify it. So your basic model is getting changed, you know. So how
Correct.
to get that done?
That is what if you design a model and stored in the cloud, and if you use that particular model suppose a designer has created the model and he stored in the cloud by using CATIA 3D Experience. The same user, the other user who is an engineer, done some simulation with respect to structural analysis on that particular model, and manufacturer has created the process planning workflow by using the same model. Now designer has modified that particular design and again restored in the cloud. Then automatically simulation engineer who has done the particular structural analysis, once he open the model, he will get the information that there is some update in the particular model by changing the color code. So he will try to update it. Generally the workflow is, if any update on the design comes up, he will revise it. So generally if the simulation engineer opens that particular original model, he will get a notification that there is a revision in the new model, the same model. So he will take that consideration of the new revised model. And manufacturer also will replace the existing R00 model to R01 model. That is the regular practice of any design analysis and manufacturing workflow in the industries. They have to manage the PLM system if any modification has comes up. because once they freeze the design, there is no authority to the designer to modify it before taking the concurrence from analysis and manufacturer the stage of the particular design. So what they will do, they will check the status of it, whether it is manufactured or not. If it is not manufactured, the designer will try to revise it and intimate to the engineer that this is what happened, this is the modification has been done in the design, and he will revise from R00 to R01, and that information will go to analysis engineer, and he will try to replace that particular model with the modification.
Okay,
But
sir. Thank
whatever
you.
you store in the cloud, that is where these three members have to communicate each other. If the same person is doing, there is no worries. The storage will be on cloud only. If you are using your
what actually I have asked is, I have created a model and stored it in the cloud, and someone else will be able to download it and to do whatever the analysis they want. And even if they modify the design also, so what is the security for that? That is what I have asked. So I don't want that model to be changed by somebody else. So do we have any security measures?
Okay, security wise, you can lock it, you can freeze. So suppose a user is working on so and so model, and it will be stored in the public cloud, so anyone can download it and or open that particular file and work on it, or modify it. To avoid those type of situations, what we used to do is, as a best practice, we will try to freeze the particular model, so no one can touch that.
Okay.
There is a freeze option, lock option.
Okay, okay, sir.
So that is the best practice for any OEM or designer. What they will do is, once they start working, they will try to lock that particular model. No one can touch that.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Yeah. Any other questions? We would like to take a few more questions. If any questions, please. Any student can come over and ask, or any professor. Because a lot of things are happening in the manufacturing in India that you should be knowing. And please don't forget to go to the EDST e-learning. There are courses on Delmia as well. Delmia robotics courses are there. 3D experience Delmia robotic courses, and Delmia 3D experience process planning courses are there. If you want, you can try to enroll it and get utilized of it. That is where I am trying to. Mr. Nalapu Manoj, can you please mute? Yeah, Aditya, can you help me out to mute him? Nalapu Manoj, I am unable to do that. So that is where if you define few of the courses, that these are the courses which we are looking for, we can plan through APSSDC, live training, interactive sessions, so that you will learn and upskill yourself as per the industrial requirements. Please don't restrict to the basic CAD. Please try to make as a yourself on multidisciplinary. You have the softwares, just to learn is the matter. So that is where you have to prepare a plan for it. Through APSSDC, we are always welcome to support the entire AP students, because we have a very good relationship with APSSDC. We have delivered a lot of trainings in the past on CATIA V5, and there was an excellent feedback from all of you. So that is where we would like to reinitiate and help each other for the best roadmap creation between APSSDC, the entire AP colleges, and EDS technologies. So that is where we have come up with this plan of action on live training sessions, so that better interaction will be there, and any doubt clarification we can do that. and the present scenario again, Omicron virus is coming up, so everyone should be safe enough. That is where online live trainings are making and picking up best traction all over the world. So if there are no questions, we can end up the session, and please give the feedback accordingly. We can plan, maybe you can mention which courses are you are looking for on CATIA, Simulia and Delmia. Accordingly, we will connect with APSHDC and plan and try to serve you as much as we can. So from APSHDC, can we conclude, sir? Anyone from APSHDC? Can we conclude?
Hello.
Yeah.
Can you hear me, sir?
Yes, yes, please.
Yeah, this is Mayank, sir.
Yeah, please.
So I think all the doubt has been clear in the session. So if now also if anybody have any doubt, you can ask. Otherwise, you can close the session, sir.
Okay. Okay, thank you so much for giving us the opportunity for 3 days, and it's excellent interaction between the entire AP students and faculty. So we hope, we are thinking that you are the best, and you will try to make utilize the present options what we have given, and the proof also we have given that how many customers are looking for, and how many customers are using this 3D experience platform across pan India, not dedicatedly the across the world. We restricted to the pan India how many customers are using. You have the opportunity. Only the thing is you have to upskill yourself. And thanks. We will try to reach directly APSCDC as per the feedback you have given. And thanks to Mr. Aditya for delivering the session for today. And one more
Thank you.
point: any certification for the participants on this program. There is no certification, sir. Particularly, it is like an orientation program. Maybe you can check with Mr. Venkat from APSCDC and team. We can take it up on that. Thank you all. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you, all of you.
Be safe.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.